you may never know. This is probably your chance to come to Canada. So guys, I just got to work and I'm hungry, okay? So there's this Chinese place that my mind has been on this food for a while. So I said, okay, since I started the early shift, I'm just gonna buy that for lunch. So like, I wonder if it's too early to buy this food, because you know how food places can be. Like if you go too early, you'll get food from the day before. You know what I mean? So you don't want to risk getting that stale food, but you also don't want to wait too long. So you know what? I'm gonna miggle it. I'm gonna give it an hour and then I go buy my food. Anyway, you guys, this is the last time you'll be hearing from me as it relates to daycare update. Like the next time you hear from me as it relates to daycare update, it's just me taking my baby to the daycare and showing you guys that clip, because at this point it's a bit annoying and I'm pretty sure most of you don't even want to hear about it. So this is just the last time I'm going to give an update for people who are interested in the process. So in the previous video I mentioned that I went through the interview and I filled out some forms, yada yada yada. So in my mind I was thinking that okay, the next step is congratulations, your baby's accepted, we have a space. I was called a few days ago by a representative from the daycare or the interview committee, saying that I should contact the daycare that I initially reached out to. And when I contacted them, their say was that I passed the interview process, so now I'm added to the list. You guys, so after going through all of that, I'm just being added to the list. So I still have to wait. The only good thing about it is that unlike the English one, the English speaking daycare, the wait list seems to be a little bit shorter, even though they say that they can't say for a fact like how soon. But you know, less people speak French, and the fact that the process is so stringent, I mean less people going there, you know. So that's just my only hope. But the whole process is just so annoying. So yeah, this is just the last time you'll hear me talk about this daycare thing. Like, I'm fed up. So guys, let me show you my lunch, what I'm having. So this is what I'm having. It looks delicious, but somehow my stomach just feels sick. Like, I don't know if I become that think about it so hard. My stomach just be like, oh. But I'm gonna make it enjoy it because it looks good. You know, I wanted to do a mukbang because I think I only have one video doing a mukbang. So I wanted to do a mukbang, but the thing is, like, I can't really make videos at work because there's always music being played. So that's my only thing. But I like doing videos at work where I'm alone and my thoughts can flow. You know, when I'm at home and people are there, sometimes my mind just forgets stuff. So maybe that is why you're seeing me doing videos at work and you're like, girl, what are you doing? But yeah. Anyway, as soon as the music stops, I will do a video. If it doesn't stop, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, prayer ready. So it's warm and it tastes bad. Not bad, and it's warm, so that's good. I tell you, like, guys, this is what I eat so far. My stomach just not feel good as me eat it. I don't know if I can finish it at all, but in a waste, that's what I know for a fact. That I'm not wasting my food, okay? But I don't like how my stomach feel at all. Maybe I eat it too early, maybe the food too heavy, because it's what? It's minutes to 12. It's after 11. So maybe my stomach can't manage it so early. I'm gonna rest and start back later. So I'm quickly gonna run through the giveaway, the upcoming giveaway. Please make sure that you enter, you guys. So just to repeat, for the upcoming giveaway, the prize will be for one lucky person. I will help this person with their Canada application, be it a school application, be it a study permit, work permit, visitor's visa, whatever it is that relates to coming to Canada. Please bear in mind that I'm not a Canadian immigration lawyer, consultant, any of those. I'm not any of those. I'm just a regular person who tried this process in several aspects and it worked. And persons have reached out to me for help, and so I decided that I can only help one person at this time because of how packed my schedule is. That's the prize. In order to win, you are expected to comment your name under this video as many times as you would wish. I will be taking the names and putting them in an application or website, whatever it is. You know, those sites that randomly choose the names, and the one that comes up will be the winner. Okay, so clearly the more you enter, the more chances you have to win. And don't be discouraged, guys. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna enter because I am not gonna win. You might never know. Please enter. You may never know. This is probably your chance to come to Canada. So please make sure that you comment your name in the comment section down below. The video with the winner will be posted the first week in April, so you want to stay tuned for that video so you can know if you are the winner, and I will tell you in that video how to collect your prize. I'm still working on that part, like how to contact me or all of that. All the best to you all, and as I said, I'll be having more giveaways, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it this time. This week's video is kind of different. I've decided to incorporate everything that I've done throughout, including a Q&A. So it's a well-awaited Q&A, but I have not the time to do it in a separate video. So I'm just going to put everything in one video for this week's upload. Okay, so I hope that you'll appreciate this new thing. And okay, so I posted on my Instagram a few questions / assumptions, and a few persons participated. Thank you guys so much for your participation, and so I'll be responding to the questions that they asked. So the first one says, have you ever held a snake? Yes, I've held a snake. So I uploaded a short where I was holding a snake, and yes, it's real. This next assumption is you always wanted to be a mother. Kinda yes, kinda no. So initially, while growing up, like during my early years, perhaps high school, I was always like, yeah, I wanted a child. And I was like, if I don't have my first child by 21, I'm not gonna have any. And it ended up that when I finished high school, I realized that it was not like easy in terms of, for me, having a child with just my sexy subjects. That would not be a wise decision for me. So I decided that, okay, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna switch up things a little bit. And then after working and enjoying life, traveling, living a little, I realized that I don't want children anymore. That was the plan then. And then it happened that years later this changed, and I decided that I wanted to have kids. I want to have as many as possible. That's the idea a few years ago. And then after having this one, I'm like, oh, my baby needs my time, my attention, and of course they cost money, so I just settle for 2. So kinda yay, kinda nay. What is it like becoming a new mom? Apart from the sleepless nights, the not being able to do certain things, not being able to go certain places, especially if you have a baby in a country that you are starting over in all alone, no family, no friends, nobody, it's extremely hard. But I must say that the positives, the good, just seeing this little one grow, all the hugs, all the kisses, so that is just so sweet. Those tiny little toes. And then you realize that, whoa, I'm really a mom. Sometimes that hits. And then my baby's just so smart. Like I've always heard moms say this, but I'm not joking. So for example, the other day I was eating fries and I gave my baby one of the fries, and it was apparently too hot for him, so he threw it away. And so I cooled it and gave it back to him. He refused to take the fries. I'm like, anyway, I crushed it and I put it in his mouth instead of giving him in his hand. So yesterday I was eating fries again and I gave him one of the fries, and he refused it. Like when you're frightened, like you're scared, he was like pulled away his hand, like he wasn't going to take the fries. So I'm like, nah, this is serious. So then that flashed in my mind. I was like, he remembered when the fries burnt him, and so it stuck with him. And I'm like, this baby is so smart. Anyway, don't ask me any questions about my baby, because I'm gonna talk. Okay, I am going to talk. All right, did your baby add more love to your family? I'll say yes, because I have become filled with so much love, like more love, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for his father. So when all of this love comes together, then the family is just filled with love. Like, I'm not joking, like you can sense the love. Will you disclose your baby's name? I've never really had any reason to disclose his name, and come to think of it, like I never realized that I don't disclose his name, but like there's no reason to. I think I posted it once on my WhatsApp, but it's not that I'm hiding the name, it's just that I don't have a reason to post his name. One of the main reasons is probably because I don't really call him by his name. I use terms like papito, papa, mon bebe, mon coeur, those cute little names. So there really isn't any reason to like call his name, but I'm pretty sure if you stick around and as time progresses, you are gonna hear his name. But it's not like I'm hiding his name or anything like that. What's the easiest way to move to Saskatchewan? There are several pathways to move here. The main ones are Express Entry and SINP, Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program. And it really depends on your case, to be honest. But naturally, I think that the SINP would be the easiest one, just because you require less points in terms of what is required of you. For example, and for the SINP, there are several options. So if you study in Saskatchewan or anywhere in Canada, you can use the study route. Or if you have 1 year work experience in the province, all you need is a letter from your place of employment. It's a specific letter. It's not that easy letter to say, oh, this person is employed here. The job has to be registered with the government of Canada, and they will release that letter. So it's kind of simple, but it's not that simple. But once you get that letter, like, you are good to go. I promise you can find every other documentation for that route. The next one is for skilled workers, meaning it can be a trade or professional job. Once you have the necessary certifications in and work experience, because that is what you'll be used to get points. But I think the points is like 80. If it's wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But you have different things that make up the points. So if you have a family member in Saskatchewan, you can get points for that. If you have depending on the number of years you have work experience, like a whole lot of stuff can give you points. Like, it's pretty easy. That one is pretty easy. That is also another option to come here, but I will link it in the comment section down below, because right now, like, I don't have the accurate information right off my head, and I don't want to transmit any wrong information, so I'll just leave it in the comment section or in the description. So please be sure to visit both, and if you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. Finally, how did you stay motivated while waiting for a response for your study permit? So anybody who has applied to come to Canada will know that the wait is long and it is nerve-wracking. Like, if you wait for anything and once it passes a certain time, you start to worry, you start to fret. So really telling you all of this information probably won't do much for you, but what I do to stay motivated is I make sure first of all that I did the process properly, so I can at least have confidence there. Also, I always have plan B. So if that doesn't work out, this is what I'm gonna do. And I don't delay. So while I'm waiting, I'm gathering all my documents and all my stuff for my plan B, just in case. The next thing is to keep busy. Like while I wait for anything, I always try to keep busy. You know, work on other goals. And the last thing is not to live for that, but like enjoy the wait. Because sometimes you'll find that you wait 5 months, 6 months for this thing here and you have not lived during that period. You know what I mean? So find time for yourself, find time for self-care, whatever it is that makes you happy. And it doesn't have to even be expensive stuff. Go to the beach, you know, do things. Because I know that you don't want to go into the money too much, but don't like live for the process too much that you forget to live your life. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I stay motivated when I was waiting for my study permit. But not gonna say that I didn't worry, because I did. I checked the portal every single day. Like, this is not an exaggeration. Every single day I checked the portal for almost 6 months while I waited. Okay? So I know the struggles, but like I said, just keep occupied. Keep occupied. The time will pass by really fast. Make sure I walk with my breakfast today, because the food I'm buy yesterday, guys, I was so sick when I reach home. I just have to go sleep. Just take off my clothes and go sleep same time. I couldn't do nothing else. I was so sick. So I only buy one Tim Hortons coffee, French vanilla, and macaroni and saltfish from eat and left yesterday, and some fried dumpling. And I don't mix my dumpling with my meat, regardless of what kind of meat. I'm gonna mix it because I don't like when my dumplings are. And I bought the small coffee because when I drink coffee, it does something to my body. But whenever I have no tea this morning because I was running late, so I'm gonna make sure so I buy a small one, because if a day pass I'm gonna drink tea, I'm gonna get horrible headache. So I'm gonna have to drink something warm. So guys, I said that I was gonna take out my son's passport, but I thought the process was easy. When I tried to start, them want me to have guarantor for sign, so them know me 2 years. And the person has to be a Canadian citizen. So when I have nobody, the person can be a family member, which I don't have any family member who's citizen. But that option, they out through the door, and I don't know anybody here for 2 years that would be a citizen. So the next step is to get a JP or a notary public. It seems as if the notary public is easier to get than the JP, so I am going to have to source a notary public. Like, I googled it last night, but just gonna call the place and ask them the process. I thought it was easy, but it is not, because even on the form where them have to fill out, that's the guarantor have to fill out, them have to put them passport number. It's just a whole lot. That's a delay right there. So in case persons are wondering, or if you didn't know, that's the process to get a Canadian passport.
Diversity on our campus. Something that's certainly the theme of International Night. By Gabriella and Venor, who will be doing a mixture of dances representing Africa and the Western world. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone here this evening, please help me to welcome Gabriella and Venor!
红豆门之家。 From the chandelier, it makes me wanna go.
Steady, yeah, I'm waking up. Represented here from. Give it up one more time for Sonia. रास्ता देखो आप मेरी लड़ी है समझ जाओ यार because every little thing is gonna be alright.
This week's video is a little bit longer than usual, so on the door come from me for the long video them. It's just like a little one-off occasion, but I just had to come to say the concert last night was lit. I didn't expect it to be so lit, and then our little penny section were making a lot of noise cheering on the contestants, so we were like the center of attention. I really enjoyed, like I am so happy that I went out and everybody just, you can see that people give them all. I'm so glad that even though only 2 winners were chosen, persons, you know, other contestants got stuff. Anyway, not to make this video too long, guys, make sure you take your vitamins, okay? Take your vitamins. So I know that especially if you're from a tropical country, you don't really take vitamins like that. Well, at least me, I don't really take vitamins like that. When I was in Jamaica, 2 things I never did that I started doing here, and it's moisturizing, lotioning my skin. I never used to do that unless I'm going out in Jamaica, because you know it's always hot and sweaty and whatever. But ever since coming here, if I don't lotion myself, my skin is gonna itch, and when I scratch it, it leaves some red blotches. So I have to make sure that I moisturize even when I'm going to bed over here. And the next thing, I have to take my vitamins here. So in Jamaica, if you do take vitamin, you know, it's like a vitamin C or whatever. But over here, you need B, D, E, F, G, right down to Z. So you have to take your vitamins. I kind of skipped my vitamins, and especially since after giving birth, like I only finished my bottle of prenatals that lasted up to 3 weeks or so. And so yesterday at work, I felt so dizzy, and like if you watch the early part of this video, you're gonna see that I looked a little bit, well, not a little bit, all tired. Like I was extremely tired. The lack of supplement, vitamins, irons, whatever it is that would be in these tablets, like I was lacking. So I decided to go to the doctor because I was feeling a lot of pain. So I went to the doctor. The doctor said I'm lacking a few of those. So I'm just telling you guys to take your vitamins. It's extremely important. Now I am referred to a specialist. When I'm in Jamaica, I'm sick. And you know, funny enough, I never wanted to go to the doctor because I'm not the type of go doctor, because you see, my sickness them always sit me with doctor for the research pan, or you know, and I like some common cold. You can say, oh, it's just a common cold or whatever. No matter what them do, they can't find nothing. They have to do extensive research and extensive tests in order to find out what's happening. Lucky things some go find out, say whatever. So anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is make sure that you take your vitamins. Like if you're unsure, you can always go to your doctor over here, especially if you're in a province where healthcare is free. Let them give you some recommendations. Or if you are like a DIY person, you just buy your multivitamin, because you know in the multivitamin you have more different types of vitamins as opposed to just vitamin D or B or C or whatever, and you would have to buy all of these and be taking, while the multivitamin will cover most of them. So that's just my little tip to you guys. As I said, I don't want this video to be too long. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in another vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.